perhaps this is me getting very Virgo rising. I also believe in, and I say that in jest, just so you know, I love my Virgo, and I've learned to love her. Virgo energy is like high priestess energy. She's like, she just is very regal, and this is just my opinion, right? It's all interpretation. And she has this ability, and she has high standards. And she has this ability to see how things can be refined, improved. And she loves to be of service. And to me, again, the high road of the Virgo energy is that she has high standards, so she has healthy boundaries. And when I think about the shadow side, the unintegrated version, the lower version, no judgment, just another way of the energy manifesting, that particular energy, the Virgo energy, can be critical, perfectionist. They see what's off and they get obsessed about it, needing tremendous certainty is the way that I think about it, because it's ruled by Mercury, so it's a busy mind, but it's an earth energy, so to me it's like if I'm certain, then I'm certain, if I'm certain, and just doesn't give up in that way, and loves to be of service, that when they think they want to kind of like give somebody a fish sandwich rather than teaching them. The high road is teaching them. The lower version of it, if you will, like the more catabolic way of being around the energy is that it's expressed as, my mind just went off, it's expressed as like, there's a problem. So they'll say things and it'll sound very critical. And so I've watched these parts of me. I've watched these parts of me manifest. Whether or not you're Virgo rising, it's just useful, if it's like, oh, okay, I have like super high standards. And I love that, like, I've watched myself create a relationship with her and decide how I want to be around it. Understanding this part of me is in me. How do I want to use her, right? And in a way that feels really good, that I feel proud of who I be, and to watch the parts that feel like they need to be it so badly. I'm not saying I don't do it. I want to be of service, that like it'll come across really critical, and that's not my intention, and I want to be as intentional as I can without being perfectionist, right? It's just me. I don't know. Maybe you relate. And so I was thinking about, and that's why I started with, which is aligned to what I'm going to say, is that I watch this part of me that wants to just clean things up a little bit, support people, and you do whatever you want to do with it. To me, the words like, I'd love to do that, but, or not this, not that, like a lot of chat GPT and or things that are, what is that called? AI speaking, they'll say, not this, not that. They'll do not this a lot. To me, that doesn't motivate me at all. I want to hear, this is what's possible. This is what's possible. This is what's possible. Like, don't do this. You're not doing, it's kind of like saying to me, it's like, no, you're doing it wrong. Not this, and focusing on what you're not doing. And personally, I feel like we already do that enough to ourselves. And then I think that if we continue to do that, it just kind of keeps us in the past. And if we're running from the past, we got to understand there's a part of us which is going to be driven by our fear. Because if something happened in the past that represented challenge, or you felt hurt, or you felt icky feelings from, you felt catabolic feelings from, you felt maybe disappointment, let down, betrayed, when you opened your heart, when you did this thing, when you, and it's like, so what happens, I think, is that we can kind of stay, if we keep focusing on like what isn't, I feel like it lends a little bit more easily to stay in that state of what happened, that our fear needs to come in. And so I think being conscious of looking toward where we're going and choosing a different kind of dialogue around our past, and not putting so much attention on, more so put on the possibility, the question, what else is possible? What else can I create? What would I like to feel right now? What would I like to think about that? What meaning do I want to give it? And all of a sudden it just starts to open something new. And so I feel this is when it's like, it's worth us to get a little bit aware of the words that are coming out of our mouth. Just inviting a little bit, because I don't know where you are in your path. It could be if you're so obsessive and focusing on that so much and no judgment, it might be worth it for you to see where you can kind of let yourself off the hook a little bit, or maybe where you're not really being, maybe in one area you're being really deliberate about the way you speak, and then other areas, like I noticed myself saying that the other day. I was like, I said something. I was like, oh, it's funny, I build communities. I'm not necessarily a community person. And I said it so like defiantly, like I just was like, I'm not this. And then like later on I was like, wait, hold on. Is that even true? Like, you might be worth a little time to like just sit and decide, like, is that even true? And so I've given myself time to sit with it. I was like, wow, I just boxed myself. Like, okay, like no big deal. What would I rather experience? How do I want to feel about that belief? What would I rather think? So, lots of different things here. I'm very curious of what arrives for you.